Welcome. In this video, we shall cover up some more theorems on determination of higher transition probability. Now let us start. Let us start from a lemma which will be used in proving the subsequent theorems. Now our lemma, let Fn be a sequence such that Fn greater than equal to 0 and summation over Fn this is equal to 1. Let Un be another sequence with u0 equal to 1 and un equal to summation r equal to 0 to n fr u n minus r. Let t be the greatest common divisor for all n greater than equal to 1, for which Fn greater than 0. Then limit n tends to infinity un this will be equal to t by mu, where t equal to summation n fn. If n is a multiple of t, n is a multiple of t, and this is equal to 0 if n is not a multiple of t. If n is not a multiple of t. Now we shall start the. Now let us start with a theorem. If the state J is persistent or recurrent and non-null, then limit n tends to infinity pjjn this will be equal to dj by mu jj. If the state J is periodic with period dj and limit n tends to infinity pjjn that is equal to 1 by mu jj if the state j is aperiodic. Now if the state j is persistent, if the state j is persistent, null. This may be whether periodic or aperiodic or transient. Then limit n tends to infinity pjjn, this will be equal to 0. Here mu jj is the mean recurrence time for state j and is defined by mu jj equal to summation over n fjj n. fjj n. Now we shall prove this. Now we know that pjjn that is equal to r equal to 0 to n fjjr pjj n minus r for n greater than equal to 1. So letting fn equal to fjjn and un equal to pjjn and t equal to dj in the previous lemma. In the previous lemma, we can write limit n tends to infinity pjjn that is equal to dj by mu jj in case j is periodic and this is and limit n tends to infinity pjjn equal to 1 by mu jj in case j is aperiodic and limit n tends to infinity pjjn. This will be equal to 0 if state j is persistent and null. That is, it is null when mu jj tends to, this is infinite, so denominator here becomes 0, so this will equal to 0 whether the state j is periodic or aperiodic, whatever the case may be. So now let us consider a corollary. If the state k is persistent, null, then limit n tends to infinity pjkn, this tends to 0. And if the state k is persistent, non-null, aperiodic, then limit n tends to infinity pjkn, this is equal to fjkn by mu kk. Now we shall prove this corollary using the previous theorem. Now let us start the proof. Now we have pjkn, that is equal to summation r equal to 0 to n fjk r pkk n minus r n greater than equal to 0. Now this is equal to summation r equal to 0 to n, 0 to m. Let us divide the r equal to 0 to n into two parts, 0 to m and m plus 1 to n. So 0 to m f jk r pkk n minus r plus r equal to m plus 1 to n f jk r pkk n minus r. Now this is less than equal to r equal to 0 to m f jk r into pkk n minus r plus r equal to m plus 1 to n f jk r. Now this is equation 1. Now since summation fjk R is finite, then there exists an epsilon greater than 0 such that summation r equal to m plus 1 to m n f j k r, this is less than epsilon. Since state k is persistent, null, we have limit n tends to infinity pkk n minus r tends to 0. So hence from equation 1, we can have limit n tends to infinity pkk n minus r tends to 0. Hence, limit n tends to infinity pjkn, this tends to 0, and pjkn minus summation r equal to 0 to m f jkr and pkk n minus r, this is less than equal to epsilon from equation 1. Now when both m and n tends to infinity, we have limit n tends to infinity pjkn, this tends to fjk by mu kk. Now hence the theorem is established. So now consider another theorem. In an irreducible Markov chain, all the states belongs to the same class. The Markov chain is closed. Now proof. What is irreducible? So irreducible means each state is means every state is communicable with every other state. So in this case, if any one state is persistent, one state is transient, then the other is also transient. And if one state is persistent, then the others are also persistent. That means all the states will have the same property. So now, if I is communicable with J, then the period of I will also equal to the period of J. So all these states will have the same property, and that means they will have the same, will belong to the same class. Now take another theorem. In an irreducible finite Markov chain, all states are persistent and non-null. This is very important theorem that we use while solving the problems. Now let us prove it. A finite Markov chain must have a closed set which we shall prove by method of contradiction. Now suppose state I is persistent. And null. Then for state J with I communicable J, limit n tends to infinity, Pijn, this will be equal to 0. Now again, if P is the transition probability matrix. If P is the transition probability matrix, that is all the rows has a sum equal to 1, and P to the power n is also a transition probability matrix. Now if the state J is null, all the elements of ith row will be 0, which contradicts to the fact that P to the power n is a transition probability matrix. That means row sum must be equal to 1. So in a finite Markov chain, all the states are persistent and non-null. Now this establishes the theorem. Now thank you for watching the video.